Hi, I'm Nori, and I've played old school RuneScape since its release. But I'm still a noob who hasn't done any late game content. So now I'm back after a 2-year hiatus with a new goal. Explore late game content, take on the most difficult bosses in RuneScape, and obtain some of the best items in the game. Welcome back to the channel where I learn bosses for the first time through the Slayer skill. In the last video I used all my dark totems to fight Skatizo so I could recharge my arc light. And after charging it up with 27 shards, I'm ready to jump into the next boss. The Abyssal Sire was released in old school RuneScape back in 2015. It requires a Slayer level of 85 and you also have to be on an Abyssal Demon task. But there are some more things to consider before taking on Sires. The easiest way to access the boss is via fairy rings, so it's a good idea to at least start Fairy Tale Part 2. Or you could risk it for the biscuit through the Samurott Mage. Before you can even damage the Sire, you have to lure it out of its nest by taking out its respiratory systems. These are guarded by its tentacles that will slap you pretty hard. So with 88 magic and ancients, you can cast Shadow Barrage, which has a 100% chance to stun the Sire tentacles for at least 30 seconds, allowing you time to kill the lungs taking no damage. Other than that, all you need is an arc light, your best in-slot melee gear, and a good range switch, and you're ready to start stacking up kill count on Sires. And of course, I'm a noob at PvM bossing, so it didn't take long for the first death of this 212 Sire task. Uh-oh. Oh my god, I died because I stood still. No. And after that, I learned quickly that each death with the Lunar Staff would cost me an extra 30k. So I went over to Entrana and I stacked up some Draven Staffs for the bank. The miasma pools during the third phase? I don't know if it's considered another phase, but the part when the Sire walks to the middle of the room. Those miasma pools do not stop until you drop its health below 150 HP. So you can get a little unlucky with the hits, especially with misspecs, which increased my likelihood of dying at this boss. There's also a chance to get hit a 60 here if you're standing beside the Sire after it teleports you beside it. I'm proud to say I was only hit by this about 2 times during the 200 kills, and I never actually died because of the hit. Oh yeah, and also big shout out to the Cuties clan. They crashed the stream on New Year's Eve and got the channel to 200 subs before the new year. And now your girl also has a clan. So I really appreciate the love they showed that night. Also go follow me on twitch.tv/noriguro, twitch.tv/noriguro. Thanks, yeah! Alright, so loot from Sire was alright. Resource drops were pretty consistent, and the alchemical rune drops were always a win in my book. I don't think people hunt this boss for its drops anymore, but Abyssal Sire was sought after for its unsired drop, which has a chance to drop after about 100 kills. You can place them in the font of consumption by the fairy ring, which has a chance of dropping a 1 out of 2 chance for a bludgeon piece, a 1 out of 5 chance for an abyssal dagger, 1 out of 10 chance for an abyssal whip, 1 out of 10 chance for a jar of miasma, a 1 in 12 chance for the Abyssal Head, and lastly, a 1 in 25 chance at the Abyssal Orphan Pet. And at 57 KC, I got my first unsired drop. But, unfortunately...
Mission failed! We'll get them next time.
Yes, that's right. Through my excitement for getting the drop, I forgot to pick it up as I was typing in the clan chat. And I didn't even pick it up. I was completely embarrassed, but not defeated, since I still had over 150 more kills to go before the task was complete. The unsired drops at a rate of 1 in every 100 kills, so I was feeling alright that I had a chance to obtain the drop. This task took a lot longer than I thought it would. Each trip lasted about 5 minutes long, and I could get anywhere from 3 to 4 kills per trip. The Sire's difficulty definitely felt easier than the Cerberus task, But I'm starting to learn that no matter how comfortable you are with a boss, it still has the potential to combo you out. Oh, 3 HP! Like I said before, most of the deaths occurred at the 3rd phase with the miasma pool rotation, but sometimes I felt like my protection prayer wasn't working because of the Abyssal Scions piling crazy damage in at times. Plus, they would also be in the way of my clicks to avoid the pulls, so the last phase was just a giant stress chamber. You definitely gotta stay calm, cool, and collected, watch your prayer and HP, and right-click to move instead of left-clicking, to ensure you move to the right spots, or you may end up attacking a Scion next to you instead of getting out the way. I was able to get an elite clue drop, which has a drop rate of about 1 in every 180 kills, which is not too common, so it was nice to add another casket to the stack. I still have a ways to go trying to get 25 of each clue type stacked up in my bank, but I'm excited to see what uniques we can get from the secondary grind. And speaking of grind, here is the last kill of this one. So that's 212 Sire kills after what felt like an eternity, but it probably took me anywhere from 7 to 8 hours, and that was stretched over a couple streams on Twitch. And speaking of grind, here is the last kill of this grind. So that's 212 Sire kills after what felt like an eternity, but it probably took me anywhere from 7 to 8 hours. Jumping into the loot, the first price check came out to be about 9.6 mil, and the last of the loot was about 450k. So that's right at about 10 mil in loot drops. Between the potions, food, and deaths, you gotta subtract 3 mil from the loot drops, which brings our total profit to be right at about 7 mil from 212 Abyssal Sire kills. As always, if you made it this far into the video, please make sure that you are subscribed so you don't miss out on future uploads. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like if you'd like, because it really helps the video and helps the channel grow. I hope you all stay healthy and well, and we'll see you in the next one. So peace, love, and all that good stuff. Oh, you're showing me how to fucking blood barrage. Are you trying to lure? They don't want me, they want you. Oh, please don't die, please don't die, please don't die, please don't die. You cannot afford to die. Oh my god, 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 oh my god! What are you doing? You are stressing me out. I'm so stressed watching you. Don't run over there, you're gonna get whipped. It's gonna whip you. Kill the goddamn thing. Oh my god, it even started doing this shit again. I'm stressed. See?